and thank you for joining me. Thank you if you're joining me on the replay. I really appreciate it. Nice to have you here. If you're new, welcome. Thank you for being here. I hope you will subscribe if you like what you see. We're going to do a new moon in Capricorn reading today. And for some of you who have been around for a while, you kind of know what that looks like. The first thing I want to do is I want to start out by giving us like a little synopsis of what that actually means. So let me see if I can pull that up. Sometimes Spirit will let me and sometimes Spirit will not. So we'll see. How about that? If I can find it. This Apple phone is very new to me, but I do like it. Okay, there it is. Awesome. Dream deeply, compassion transforms pain into healing. So, compassion. Remember yesterday we were lacking compassion? Hey, Onion. What's up, baby? I'm good, sweetheart. I'm great. So we're in a new moon phase of Capricorn. And I'm going to tell you what that means right now. It's called Build Your Legacy Deliberately. I think this is going to be a good time to start new projects that will be very highly successful. It says here, the ruler is Saturn, just so you know. It's an earth element, and it's represented by the Four of Pentacles in the Tarot. Hey, Espanja! Hello, baby. Oh, my goodness. I've missed you so much, sweetheart. Thank you for showing back up. All right. The new year only truly kicks off on the 18th when the new moon in goal-oriented, sturdy, sensible Capricorn. The mystic sea goat represents a hybrid of possibilities. The sign is one that represents the bridge of the physical and the spiritual, holding these polarities in easy harmony. As above, so below. This is a positive new moon. And so even though the Luna is not at her absolute best in this, her opposite sign, it's a lunation that hints of good things to come. Yes, the energy is slightly heavier. Have you felt that? I have felt that. Yes, it focuses on responsibilities rather than feelings. I've felt that too. Yes, it is practical rather than intuitive. I've kind of felt that. Yeah, I've felt that. But this is precisely what we need to kick ourselves into gear and welcome our new personal or professional chapter. At 28 degrees, there's an urgency to this lunation, a desire to start right now. There's no time to waste. With its ruler, Saturn, the great time lord, in a near-perfect sextile to La Luna, the grounded energy is even more strengthened and structured. In traditional texts, it is said that when the ruler of the planet's sign is involved, the planet's energy improves tenfold. Under the watchful eye of its overlord, the new moon's prospects are powerful. There's no limit to what we can create. Remember that's what I just said. When we approach our dreams with a sense of duty, responsibility, and a willingness to move deliberately, very often the best things in life are those we chip away at slowly but surely. Neptune is also aligned toward this moon, bringing a special touch of its creative magic. When we tune into both the practicalities and the mysticism of Capricorn, we allow ourselves to experience the wholeness of the symbolism unfolding. We become magicians in our own making. With feet planted firmly on the ground and arms raised to the sky, we draw down the energies of the universe and manifest them into reality. There is so much more here than meets the eye. Uranus, too, forms a trine to the sun and moon, inviting thrilling electric currents of excitement and newness over the coming several months as the new moon's energy continues to unfold. For our work, this is a welcome boon. There is a merging of the old and the new, the traditional and the progressive, the analog and the digital. Changes that come are integrated easily, even if they initially feel jammed or unexpected or jarring and unexpected. If we hope to invite a new professional chapter, this is the moment to set the intention, plant the seed, and allow our destiny to take us exactly where we need to be. Whatever our goals may be, let us color between the lines, honoring the tried and tested, yet remaining open to something we did not know or have yet to learn. This is how we grow. It is one of the very best full moons of the year, and it could not have come at a better time. And I agree. I'm starting a new job. Are you starting a new job or a new project? Or are you hoping to move in a new direction? Now's the time to set those intentions. Stay grounded and stay open to what the universe has for you, okay? All right, let's get a song. I haven't gotten a song yet, so we're going to do that together. Spirit song for the collective for the new moon in Capricorn. What song would you give this collective? It's called Even Angels Cry by Jelly Roll. It's getting really hard just to live these days. My life is in a blur. I can't see straight. It's hard to play the hand that was dealt to me. The past I'm running from won't set me free. I don't think I'll ever change these ways. I took a wrong turn and now I'm lost. Smoke still burns on every bridge I cross. I've been down this road before. It's just not what it seems. I've learned every open door isn't always what you need. Poverty led to follow dreams. I watched them fall like autumn leaves. And honestly, even angels cry. Even angels cry. Even angels cry. I've been feeling pressure and I've been feeling reckless. Since I was an adolescent, I could snap at any second. Long nights and Adderall, cocaine and alcohol. Mind racing, my heart's dribbling like a basketball. And I feel like I'm going insane when I'm knowing there's no way I will change. The angels that used to lead me, now they torture my soul. Feeling confusion as I'm moving towards this fork in the road. Took a wrong turn and now I'm lost. Smoke still burns on every bridge I cross. I've been down this road before. It's just not what it seems. I've learned every open door isn't always what you need. Poverty led to follow dreams. I watch them fall like autumn leaves. And honestly, even angels cry. Even angels cry. Even angels cry. So, some of us may have taken the wrong road and it's time to get back on the right road. Because now is the perfect time to do that, right? Right. All right, let's see what rocks Spirit would give us for this reading. I got to put these back in from yesterday. Watch your earbuds. I'm going to have to shake these up a little bit. I got to get a new microphone. Mine broke and I still haven't replaced it. All right, Spirit, what would you give us out of the rocks? Alright, collective, this is what Spirit wants to say out of the rocks. Keep in mind everything I've already told you, okay? You need to learn how to trust. Somebody has a lot of kindness, a lot of passion, a lot of freedom, and joy. That couldn't be more perfect for that song. Trust, kindness, passion, freedom, and joy. All right, let's see what Spirit's working on in this collective. What are you working on, Spirit? Honesty, stewardship, that's being responsible for what you've been given. Everything, not just money, all of your possessions. And being content with what you have. And then also patience. Oh, somebody has no respect. So somehow there's a lack of respect. But there's our kindness right there. Alright, let's see how Spirit's working in this collective when it comes to the spiritual gifts. At home, Spirit, during this new moon in Capricorn, how are you going to be working in our homes? The clouds and angel. Remember, even angels cry. Somehow the clouds are significant. You could be seeing things in the clouds. Sometimes we see pictures in the clouds, the sky, the sun, the clouds, and this beautiful angel. You could be getting feathers from all kinds of places to remind you. Number 8 and number 2. So that's a 10, which is a 1. All right, what about work life? How are you working during this new moon in Capricorn? This is the best time for work. Alright, right now you feel a little crazy at work. You're a phoenix rising. Oh my God, collective! Look at this. At work, you feel a little crazy, but you are a phoenix rising. You're coming up out of a place where you didn't really want to be, but you ended up there anyway. You're going to celebrate traveling. So you're getting ready to travel for work. Beautiful, collective. Alright. I don't know why you're not respecting or respected. I feel like someone's not respecting you. Maybe your privacy. Or just maybe they're not being respectful. Alright. Surprises for this. Surprises are numbers. Some of you may be very gifted with numbers. Number 26. I have number 34, number 6, number 27, and number 4. If you're new here, you might want to keep a notebook because I go very quickly through the numerology, and I'm not a numerologist. Alright, and your love life. In your love life, you're learning wisdom. See, hear, and speak no evil. So maybe in your last relationship it didn't work out so well because you said too much, you saw too much, you heard too much, or they did. And that's number 32. And so this time you're going to be more quiet, or maybe you're just learning your lesson about love. Alright, and what is our role? New moon in Capricorn. Oh my goodness. Spirit says our role is there's going to be a doorway. I'm promising a doorway to a job. Spirit says your role is to know that I am promising you a doorway to a job. So if you've been worrying about a job, you have one. You're going to have one. This new moon in Capricorn over the next several months. If you put your nose to the grindstone, you're going to have a job. All right, and the outcome. Ooh, that flew out. The outcome are feathers and your third eye. So you're going to use your intuition. You are going to be finding feathers from this angel. That's going to be part of your outcome. And your loved ones in spirit also want you to know that they're going to be with you during this time, okay? Helping you to do what needs to be done. Alright, how do we not F ourselves during this new moon in Capricorn when it comes to home life? I'm going to read them all in the upright. Avoid toxic people. And ask that angel. You have an angel with you. Spirit says, avoid toxic people. Maybe ask that angel, is this a toxic person? Because sometimes people can be sneaky, right? All right, what about work life? At work, you're going to overcome any obstacles that get in your way. All right, surprises. You're going to say F being nice. It's okay to be nice, but not too nice. Not everyone deserves your kindness. Alright? Love life. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and hype if you're able. Oh, you're obsessed with something in your love life, but you have learned your lesson. Maybe you learned your lesson about being obsessed. Maybe someone was obsessed with you. Okay. All right, your role. Someone could have got, you're going to validate your past. Oh, and there's a card in the wrong deck. Someone has a fear of touch. That can mean that someone's been abused in the past, physically, mentally, or whatever. You're just not comfortable with being touched. So you're going to get more comfortable maybe with that. Or maybe you need to be afraid of being touched and validate your past. Someone in your past could have been very abusive. All right, an outcome. You're going to challenge yourself. Good for you. That's what you have to do during this moon. And you also are going to clear your energy. Get you some sage, some palo, take a cleansing bath. Whatever you have to do to get yourself cleared of whatever negative energy you have had attached to you. Because we all have that happen. It's all over the place. It's in the media. It's outside when you go to the store. It's everywhere. At work. So make sure you're cleansing yourself, you're cleansing your space, you're keeping yourself free of the negativity, okay? Alrighty then, let's look at Moonology. I'm going to go with this deck first. This is Jasmine Bowen. Alright, at home, Spirit, how are you working in the new moon in Capricorn? You're going to meditate and contemplate. So there's something you're thinking very deeply about. This is Pisces. New moon in Pisces. You could be dealing with a Pisces. Or there could be Pisces somehow a transit. Or it could be something Pisces. It could be something in your chart or whatever. All right, what about work? Communication is the key at work. Somehow your communication is key. Alright, surprises. I'm not going to take those. Surprises. Surprises. There we go. Full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. So surprisingly, if you have a dream, you need to get a practical plan. And that's what this moon is telling us to do, is to get a practical plan and then chip away at it a little bit at a time. And it will become whatever success that you're trying to achieve. So we have Taurus, we have Gemini, and we have Pisces. All right, love life. Wand and Crescent, or what do you need to release? So there's something you need to let go of in your love life because you have a new romantic cycle beginning. You're about to have a new love in your love life, but you got to let go of your past love. The past is holding you back, collective. All right, in your role, don't let your past hold you back in your love life. If it didn't work out, just let it go. Oh, and if you want to work it out, work it out. You and your loved ones are safe. Your role is to know that you and your loved ones are safe. And I always love getting that. You want to know when, Kailash? Okay, we'll work on that. All right, and what's the outcome? I guess I'll take them. A win-win outcome. The end of a tough cycle. And a new start is coming. Y'all, I cannot make it up. This is going to be a very, very significant new moon in our lives. I want you to set your intentions, and I want you to get ready for whatever it is that you're going to start. Get busy and chip away at it a little at a time. The things in life that come easy aren't worth having, and things worth having don't come easy. Okay? Remember that. And then on the bottom of the deck, it says, it's time for healing. So whatever you went through, It looks like you went through a hard time with maybe your love life, and it's time for you to let all that go, start a new cycle, know your loved ones are safe, let go of that old person. You got a new start coming. It's over. This new is going to be so much better than whatever you went through before. It's going to be so worth it. It's going to be a win-win outcome. You can't get any better than that. It's going to win for everyone. Okay, so I'm not going to go much further with this because honestly, I think we need to kind of keep it simple and move on to the questions because there's no sense in beating a dead horse, okay? What I would like to do though is I would like to pull tarot on it just to see where we're at and where we're going with this moon. Okay, so let's pull some tarot here. I'm being told to use the White Witch. Look, there's Capricorn on the bottom of that deck. Alright, Spirit, how are you working in this collective? There's going to be a tower. It looks like you've avoided a tower. Spirit's helping you to avoid a tower moment somehow. You may have come really close to a tower, either a catastrophe or a big old mess, or either just learning something that you didn't want to learn, but you have avoided it. All right, what is the energy to overcome? The Moon, the Temperance card, and the Hierophant. So right now there's a lot of uncertainty. You're having to be really patient. You're having to work with others. And it could be something traditional or contract you're working on. This could be something that takes a while. I'm not going to kid you. And there could be a lot of unknowns. There could be a lot you don't know about whatever's going on here. And you're just having to kind of go with the flow. And that's why I don't think you like not really knowing what's going to happen next. But you're not going to have a lot of that here. All right, what's going to pull it together? You're going to have to learn how to live, you know, in the world instead of always knowing. The Hermit came out in reverse. The Hermit is someone who is seeking wisdom. They're going deep within. They're trying to find the answers within. But when he's in reverse, he's struggling with that. He's not able to find his own answers. And he's probably because of the energy to overcome. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool in reverse. And the Fool right now, I don't know. You may already be in the midst of whatever you're going to do. So I'm not going to say what you should or shouldn't do. All right. What do you want to use, Spirit, for this reading? Spirit is telling me to use this deck right here. It's called Psychic Tarot of the Heart. It's not a traditional tarot. It's kind of an oracle tarot, but it's very powerful in reading. So I'm going to go ahead and use that as instructed. Why is the Tower here? What did you avoid? You avoided some kind of catastrophe. Ho 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 ho. Interesting. Very interesting energy. All right, so first of all, we have the Seven of Cups. The Three of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. The Empress card and the Seven of Pentacles. So what we have here, we have 2 7s, 2 3s, and a 4. So we have a lot of 7 energy here. Okay. You had a lot of choices. Or someone else did. Looks like you had a lot of choices or someone else did. And you said, you know what? I'm going to take the lead here because I want to have stability in my life. I'm going to take control of my life. I think you avoided a catastrophe by taking control of your finances. And now you're this powerful, nurturing, loving woman. But you're waiting for some kind of results. What are the results that you're waiting for? Well, that flew out. Your stability. You're just waiting for your stability now. So it's like you've done everything you can do, and now you're just waiting for your stability. Have you ever been there? Like you might be waiting for your first paycheck or your first draw from whatever. Maybe you get paid, you're a writer and you get paid every time you write so many pages. All right, why is the moon here for the energy to overcome? Because of balance. I think that might be the same thing as temperance, but I'm not sure. Why is temperance here? Because of the Emperor, the Hierophant, being in flow, and moving on. So you're being patient because you are just like this woman up here. It's like there's a woman up here who's getting her stability, and there's a man down here, and somebody's trying to teach him to be patient and to stay in God's will, but he wants to walk away. All right. What's he walking away from? The Two of Cups, the Six of Cups. And the Two of Pentacles, no. Yeah, I guess it is the Seven of Pentacles. These are wands. Okay. So, there's a lot of water here. He wants to move on from a relationship that he has a lot of fond memories of, so he can find balance in his life. Balance, 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 balance. Okay, and why is the Hierophant here? Because you're going to change your focus, you're going to get clarity, and you're going to look for the truth. You're really looking for the truth here. What is the truth? That's the Seven of Swords. What is the truth? It's like somebody lied to you. The Lovers is here. Observing is here. And the Crown Chakra. So you're getting downloads about the Hanged Man. You're seeing the Lovers from a different perspective because you're getting downloads about it. And why are you in Hermit mode in reverse? Because you're going to choose your battles wisely, just breathe, and you're going to make some dedicated effort towards your profession, your work. And why is the Fool in reverse? I think you're just, because you're going to spread your wings. You're moving on. You're not going to keep trying risky stuff. Look, and you're also going to shine, the Sun card. This is going to lead you to a lot of happiness if you'll stick with it. If the two of you will really stick this out, it's going to really lead you to a lot of happiness and a lot less drama. It looks like you had a lot of drama in your last relationship. It looks like you're being led to a very beautiful connection. And you're moving on from another one. Remember it said let go of your past and have a new start? That's what you're doing. That's what I see you doing here. And I think that's the best thing we can do at this point in our lives. Because we are not, we're creatures who are meant to be in communion, in company, in, we're meant to have togetherness. So, let's see. I just want to see real quickly. How does this Empress feel about the Emperor? Like he's healing from something. Or she is. No, he feels like she feels like he is. How does he feel about her? He's conflicted. Oh. But he is thinking. Why is he conflicted? He misses her. He's at his breaking point with lust. Why would that matter? Because, oh, this could cause him not to be loyal. He's worried about not being loyal. He really wants to be with this woman. But being away from her because of the travel, it looks like it could bring, or because of the distance, like, it would be hard to be faithful to her. And he's worried about that. But let's see. I think if you love somebody, you'll be faithful to them. That's just my opinion, so take it with a grain of salt. But let's see. Will this distance matter? Will they be faithful to one another? Oh. It says you're not communicating clearly. It's not unlikely, but don't choose a new direction. It's the right time. Are they being faithful to one another? There's nothing better. Don't stop. Can I get a yes or a no? Get more information. Are they being faithful, or are they going to continue to be faithful until they're back together? They will not compromise. That's good. And don't ask your angels. Yeah, I don't think they will. I think that it's going to be hard. I'm not getting a definite yes or no. I think there will be temptation. The devil always brings that, right? But I think that if you care about this person, that you will be faithful. That's just what I'm going to... That's the takeaway, okay? That's what I'm getting. Alrighty then. I'm going to get us a little bit of guidance for this, and then we're going to go on to the Q&A section. I'm trying to shorten these up just a little bit. What would your best friend say about this whole situation? What would your best friend say? Give credit where credit is due, and do what you can with the energy you have. Okay. All right, now, one more thing, and then we're going to move on. Spirit, may I have guidance, please, for this collective for the new moon in Capricorn? Thank you so very much. I love you, Spirit. I love you so much. Okay. Gelato Goddess and Gypsy, number 5 and number 3. Have you given another the power to influence your sense of self-worth or your direction in life? Choose with care whom you allow to get close to you and to guide you. It's obvious and yet easy to forget that if we accept guidance or influence from another, we want to make sure that they are living the kind of life and being the kind of person that we aspire to be. You can learn from and be inspired by others, but you must stay true to yourself. Do not allow anyone's voice to become more important to you than the divine voice within your own heart. And that includes my voice, okay? All right, and then number 3, Gypsy. You are encouraged to say yes to new opportunities and adventures, ideas and connections, especially the ones that fill your heart with a sense of excitement, perhaps just before your mind begins to dwell on doubts and concerns, trying to talk you out of something before you even give it a chance. You can handle the unfamiliar better than most. Once you get your bearings, you'll find a way to thrive, to enjoy what you discover and experience. Let the yearning of your soul to explore the new and exciting inspire you. The unfamiliar and the unknown hold great blessings for you. Open yourself up to new horizons. So, this could be for work. This could also be for your love life. I think it might be for both, honestly. I think you're a little unsure about both right now. Alright, Spirit. May I have trinkets, please, to show exactly who you're talking to? Okay, I heard something fall out, but I don't see it. Okay. Alright, I have a leaf. Something could happen in the fall. I have you are always in my heart. I have an elephant. Another elephant with a heart. A skeleton key. You might need a key to something. A peace sign. A piece of turquoise and a sterling silver broken ring. Like a broken promise ring or something. A skull and crossbones. 2 hearts connected. A bat and a ball. You could be into baseball or softball. A bee. Somehow there's a bee. There's a shell, and your name could be Shell. I have a cross inside of something. There's that 4-leaf clover again. You could be Irish, or you could be in Ireland. I have the word love. I have a starfish, a crescent moon with a star, and this, I call it a Mayan calendar. So you could be somewhere or doing something to do with Mayans or people from indigenous countries. Alrighty then. Kailash, if you want to get me a list of people together, I'll be happy to answer some questions. Just give me like 3 minutes. I'll be right back, okay, sweetheart? raining. Otto does not like to go outside in the rain. I don't either. Okay, so we have Esponja. Welcome back to the channel, Esponja. So good to have you. You're single since 1 year now. Never saw Carlos again. What you see now about me is so sad. Is that a question? Oh, you're so sad. What do I see about you now? You're so sad. Okay. Spirit, lead, guide, and direct me for Esponja. Esponja, I want to tell you what's true about you, okay? What's true about Esponja, Spirit? What is true about Esponja? You don't have to hurry or hustle. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He has done. Then you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guide your hearts and minds as you live in Christ Jesus. Philippians 4:6-7. God, slow us down to the pace you have for us. We don't want to take a single step ahead of you. Turn our worry into worship. Turn our striving into serving. You turn our pressure into freedom. It's only in you that we live and move and have our being. Acts 17:28. I'm learning this simple, hard truth. I can't run at the world's pace and walk with God at the same time. Pastor and author John Ortberg once described the pace of his life to theologian Dallas Willard. John asked for spiritual insight, and this was the reply from Dallas. You must ruthlessly eliminate hurry from your life. Yes, eliminating hurry has something to do with our calendars, but I think it has even more to do with our hearts. I rush into and through my day because I am afraid, and only Jesus can calm my fear. Only Jesus can remind me I don't have to prove my worth. Only Jesus can help me believe my to-do list isn't my identity. I can feel the rhythm within me turning toward restfulness again. I let out a sigh of relief. Today I will not rush. I will not hurry. I will not run. Today I will walk with God, and however far we go, it will be enough. So what I'm getting from that, Esponja, is that you're kind of rushing this. I need to be in a relationship with someone because I don't like being alone. None of us like being alone. None of us. But there are times in our lives when Spirit will allow that so that we can grow. Let's see what messages we get from your angels. These are angel affirmation cards. May I have a message for Esponja when it comes to her love life? Esponja's love life, Spirit. I believe in my own magic. I lovingly speak positive words into reality. Message from the manifesting angels. Know that words have great manifesting power. When you call upon us, be specific about the help you need or ask for our help choosing the words. And my memory is perfect. I remember everything easily. Archangel Zadkiel. Call upon me, the Archangel of Memory, when you need to increase your mental abilities, remember facts, or release unhappy memories. So They want to help you to let go of the unhappy, to let go of the old, to let the new come shining through. Because there is a new relationship, I believe, coming for you. That was what was said in our love lives, is that we have someone new coming in. Spirit, show me what you have coming in for Esponja when it comes to her love life. You haven't gotten over the burdens of the past quite yet, Esponja. What's coming in, though? What's coming in? The Emperor and no more burdens. So you could find a husband or an older man that would be perfect for you. What's coming in for Esponja? The Empress and no more burdens. So you're not going to have any more burdens from that husband or wife situation, it looks like. Or you might not have any from a new husband and wife situation. All right, what's coming in for Esponja, Spirit? Ooh, Esponja. There could be a Cancer coming in. Right now, you do not see the truth at all. It's like you're blind. The moon has you in illusions. The Two of Swords has you trying to make a difficult decision. And you have the Ace of Swords in reverse on the bottom of the deck. So you have no clarity. What is the moon for Esponja's love life? Ooh, Esponja. I'm going to have to take them. They were determined to come out. Okay. First, we got Scorpio, the Death card. So there's going to be some changes coming in your love life. Fill in the blank. The Three of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Wands. So it looks like where you in the past either had too much partying or too much excess, or you had maybe something like that. You're going to have a change when it comes to filling the blank and having high expectations of something. And then you're going to move really quickly in another direction, it looks like. Where is the Eight of Wands leading? The Eight of Wands is leading to an Emperor, Esponja. So there's going to be a very huge change, fill in the blank, no more partying and moving very quickly towards an Emperor, or no more high expectations. All right, why are you in denial? Because of the Devil? Because of being toxic. It's like this is the toxic choice. So what should she do? Oh, the Knight of Wands. There's someone coming in very passionately, and they are very attracted to you. And what will be the outcome? And there's your relationship, Esponja. You're going to have a relationship with the Knight of Wands, but you have to let go of this Emperor vibe, this person that you were connected to, who was so toxic, and you're going to have a new relationship with maybe a Sagittarius. And look, this person is going to be very generous and kind, and they're going to give as much as they take. That's right, finally. You got somebody new coming in, baby. And look for them. They're going to come in very passionately. I don't feel this is a player energy because it's paired with the Two of Cups and with the Six of Pentacles. And so that's somebody who is just very, very attracted. Oh, and the Ace of Wands. So they are sexually attracted to you. There's no doubt. But I think it's a healthy attraction. And I think that it could probably be a healthy relationship. Are there any things that Esponja needs to look out for with this person that's coming in so quickly? Being told untrue stories. You tell yourself bad things. Change your stories and see the good that can happen. So don't tell yourself, oh, this is not going to work out. This is just not for me. You're not for me. This, that, the third. tell yourself, hey, this could actually work out. And also be careful of any addictions that might be going on within yourself or within this other person, okay? That's the only thing I see to be careful of right now. Come back soon and I'll read for you again, and we'll see if you meet this person, what they think and feel, okay? Thank you for letting me read for you, Esponja. All right, I'm in. Your turn, baby. Shatil? Shital? Kailash, I don't know who that is, but they have a #1 crown. Oh, okay. One general thing about my ex. One general thing about your ex in life. Can I get one general thing about this person's ex? One general thing about this person's ex, please. One general thing about their ex. They want to reconcile, but it's not a divine union. Trust the plan. I don't know what that means, but I suspect you do. But it looks like that they're working up the courage to ask you out again, but it's not a divine union. Trust the plan. Okay? Dip in your next. Cool. You're welcome, baby. Dippin', Manya, are you guys here? All right, I'm going to look at one more thing and then we're going to close. Spirit, when is this new person coming in? When is this new person coming in? We wanted to find out when. We're closing after this question, regardless. When is the new person coming in for most of us, Spirit? At night, stop obsessing and don't take a break. So you might be already talking to this person, a little obsessed. No breaks. Okay? Or maybe they haven't been able to get a break to even approach you. I'm not sure. Thank you so much. Oh, you're so welcome. And it's my pleasure to do this for all of you. That's why I'm here. Yes, thank you. Kailash, I love you, sweetheart. Make sure you're all subscribing, liking, sharing, whatever you can do to help us grow the channel. We appreciate you being here. We want to see you come back again. And I love you all. Kailash, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate everything you do for me, even off camera, baby, okay? All right. Namaste.